channel. My name is Kevin J. Moore and the channel is Ptertain TV. Now, this clip I'm going to look at and examine, it's featuring Ricky Gervais, and somebody sent it me via WhatsApp, some sort of link. I think it was a Facebook link or something. But anyway, somebody sent it me and I decided to make a short video on it because I found it quite interesting. Really, it's Ricky seems to be, from my understanding of the clip and the video, is virtue signaling. Really, he's trying to make himself seem like he's, I don't know, I can't find a way of putting it. It's a difficult way. It's like, you know, it's like almost like a religious person would sort of express themselves regarding their religious sort of belief in a way. It's a weird way, spiritual as well, because it seems to, there's a bit of information there talking about his wealth, his wealth, the fact that he's got a lot of money in the clip we're going to look at. And just notice the way he speaks about his wealth, and not just him, the two men that are in the clip with him. They're talking about the money they've got and feelings of guilt, and then Ricky he tries to sort of reassure them that really it's not that bad having a lot of money. It's a bit like a religious person would sort of talk about, maybe if you sinned or you did something wrong, it's like, oh, you've done that wrong, now go and see the priest. It's a sort of, it's weird. It's like a religious sort of mentality towards having money as well. The money itself is evil, or it's wrong. You know, it's wrong that they've got money because they've worked for it. Anyway, just listen to the way it comes across in the clip. Just listen to it yourself, and just, you know, you've got your own opinion. You can have your own opinion. You know, I don't know what you think. You know, you think whatever you want, really. But I just thought it's a weird one. Anyway, just listen to the clip yourself. I'll play it now, and then I'll stop at points like I do the other videos, and I'll go into it again and discuss. We can look at it together. Listen to this clip.
When my granddad on my dad's side passed away, I went to his funeral, went to his wake, had a few beers, came back, went on a night out, and people come up to me in this club a lot, don't they? In this club, and one of the guys that came up, I don't know why they do this, and I never ever agree with it, and I never even entertain the question, but they asked me how much I earn, right? And I thought, okay, I've had this. I was like, I'll tell you if you want to know, I'll tell you, and I told him, and he was like, whoa, he was blown away, and then I said, what do you do? And he looked me in the eyes and he went, I work on the cancer ward at the hospital. And I earned 10 times him, and I'd just been to the funeral of my granddad who died of cancer. Yes. And I thought, then when I go to conventions where YouTubers walk around like this because they think they're the big I am, it's like, no, you are so wrong. You are so out of touch with it.
Of course.
So
money's meaningless.
Yeah.
Money's a game.
Yeah.
Money's a point. It's a game of Monopoly. And, you know, when it's all over, everything goes back in the same box.
Is it?
So the blonde guy, he says that he was at some sort of party and someone asked him how much to earn. And if someone asked me how much I earned, I'd say mind your own business. I wouldn't even tell him. So, I mean, that's what I'd say. I'd say, listen, it's none of your business, you know what I mean? But that's what I say though, seriously. By the way, he tells the person, now the person that he tells, obviously surprised because a working class person, he said he works in a cancer ward, and he was surprised how much that guy blonde hair earns. And then Ricky says, he makes his comments like money, you know, it's like monopoly money or something, and he's putting money down. It's like it's a weird one because he's got so much of it, yet he seems to be making disparaging comments about wealth, even though he's got so much wealth himself. It's a weird one. It's kind of like it's almost like a self-contradictory sort of attitude, isn't it? He's got the money and he's sort of complaining about the money. It's like he's saying, well, you know, money's nothing. All go back into the same box. It's wrong to have money. It's wrong to have wealth. You know, it's a weird one, isn't it? I don't know. Anyway, listen to some more of the video and, you know, see what you think.
Is it? You know, but that thing about your dad, I felt that as well. I remember I was sort of newly famous and I got a corporate gig, and it was the same money as my dad was on at the end of his, you know. And so I did it, 40 minutes work, and I hated it.
Yeah.
And I thought I'd never do it again.
Right.
I don't have to do it.
Then Ricky says he did a corporate gig, doesn't he? It's some sort of corporate show, and he mentions his dad, and he's linking it again, the fact that he did a corporate gig, and he got paid handsomely for this gig, and he said he hated it. He hated it. He said, you do the job, maybe as a comedian, and you're getting paid for it, and you hated it. It's a weird mentality, isn't it? It's really weird mentality. I don't understand. If someone said to me, you know, Kevin J. Moore, we're going to pay you like 10 grand a month, you know what I mean, to go on YouTube or to appear on television or something like that. It said to me, we're going to pay you 20 grand a month, 50 grand a month, whatever. I'm not going to say, oh, I hate it, I hate the money, I'm really terrible, don't give me any money. Yeah, I don't understand. I just class it as virtue signaling myself, because, you know, if you hate the money so much, why have you got so much of it? You know, give it all away then if you hate it so much. I don't understand this. It's like you're trying to make yourself look kind of, I don't know, you're trying to make yourself look righteous or something. It's like, you know, like some people that are religious, they sort of try and make themselves look sort of like holy, like somehow, you know, I'm a good person. I'm a very good person. Look at me as a very virtuous person. I'm so good. I've got lots of money. I've got millions and millions of pounds, but I don't like it. I don't understand this. Anyway, listen to some more of the video.
You know, all I can do, you know, as you say, my dad was a labourer and worked 5 days a week till he was 70, right? You know, all weathers, getting up at 5. Right? I don't want to do that, and I can't do that. Right? The least I can do is remember, check my privilege.
Whoa! Did he just say check my privilege? Did he just say that? Check my privilege. I mean, this is. I don't even know what to. How can I even? What can I say? The man just said check my privilege. This is definitely virtue signaling. There's no way around it, is there? Check my privilege. What's going on about? These buzzwords, these buzz phrases, check my privilege, you know, I've got a lot of money, so, you know, I should feel guilty. It's just, I don't understand these people, crazy. Anyway, let's listen to some more of the video, because this video, it really does deserve examination. Listen to the way they're talking, you know, just let's listen to more of the dialogue.
And do it the best of my ability. You know, I don't owe anyone anything. I don't have to. I felt guilty at first when the money came in. I felt guilty.
I'm exactly the same.
But
That's exactly how I feel.
You don't need to feel guilty. You don't feel guilty. You don't need to be ashamed of how you earned it because you didn't earn it in a bad way. I've never done anything illegal. I pay my tax. That makes me feel better. The fact that I pay my tax and you know I'm paying back. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the welfare state. I wouldn't be here. I got free education. I got free medicine. All my family got.
You said I got free education, I got free medicine. You never got free education and you never got free medicine. If one person or group of people gets something without paying for it, somebody else ends up paying for it. For example, his so-called free education was in fact paid for by taxpayers. As the late great American economist Milton Friedman said, there is no such thing as a free lunch. Somebody has to pay for it. Let's listen to some more of the video.
I don't even think of that as my money. I think it's half my money.
Ricky made a statement, didn't he? He said half of it's mine. Speaking about his earnings or his money that he owns, he said half of it's mine. Half of it's mine. What's it about? 100% of the money that he earns is his. So why is he saying half of it's mine? It's a way of trying to say, I'm not that bad. I've got a lot of money, but I'm a good person. You know, Striker's trying to convince himself that he's a good person by saying half of it's mine. No, all of it's yours. You know, the money you've earned is in the bank. No, but all of it's yours, isn't it? It's not half of it's yours. What does that mean? I don't understand what that means. Is that some sort of philosophical sort of way of viewing things? Is it some sort of transcendental? You know, I don't know if half of it's mine. It's all yours. It's in your bank. You know what I mean? I don't understand. Anyway, let's listen to some more of the video.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
So I'm paying my rent on Earth.
Yeah.
And at the end, it's going to go to worthy causes.
Yeah.
So it's not my money. It's some money.
It's not my money. It's not my money. What's he on about? It's not his money. It is his money. It's his money. He earned the money. It's in the bank. It's his money. So I don't want to talk about saying it's not his money. It's his money. You know, some people, just, you know, I don't understand this mentality. Anyway, it's his money. If you're watching Ricky, it's your money, okay? It's not somebody else's money. You earned it, it's in the bank, it's your money. If you give it to somebody else, empty bank account, give it all away, you'll have no money, it'll be somebody else's money. But that's in your bank account under your name or your company's name, so it's your money. Let's get real. Listen to some more video.
That's
It's some
something.
money.
That's something we spoke about before
Alright.
with footballers, didn't we? Where like people say they don't deserve it, but it's not their fault what they're getting paid. It's not your fault how much you earn for what you do.
50,000 people buy a T-shirt with their name on the back.
Yeah,
right?
like
So
you can't
Yeah.
blame the
Yeah.
unless they're pushing for something.
yeah,
But like
yeah,
you earn what you earn.
yeah.
You're
Yeah.
not the one saying I need this
And,
amount
and
of money.
also, we're also talking to the general public. We earn astronomical amounts. It's crazy, right? But we're not the villains, right? Because then there's these bigger guys above us that we're closer to ordinary people earning than the billionaires who run the world.
yeah.
Mm.
And if the multi-billionaires, right? This makes me laugh, right? When people get angry about someone on benefit, there's always a story. So someone on benefit, right? They're earning like 800 quid a month on benefit, and they could work. And so supposing that's true, supposing they're just lazy, right? And they're creaming off a few grand, right? Think of a billionaire who doesn't pay his tax. He's stealing 500 million from all those people from a cancer ward. It's
It's only
mad.
a short video, but it finishes off with Ricky giving it a little bit more of his view. He says to the general public, we earn astronomical amounts. To the general public, we earn astronomical amounts. It's crazy, right? You know, but we're not the villains. We're not the villains, right? Because there's bigger guys above us. Bigger guys above us. There isn't there. Bigger guys above us. In other words, there's people that have even more money than we have. What he said, we're closer to ordinary people earning. We're closer to ordinary people, working class people. We're closer to those people. That's what he said. He's got over £100 million, $100 million. But he's saying he's closer to the ordinary people. He's not close to the ordinary people, and neither the billionaires that he's referring to as villains. None of them are close to the ordinary people. But it's like he's trying to make himself seem, I don't know, is he trying to make himself seem like he's righteous or something? I don't understand this mentality. If you made lots of money, you know, you don't have to sort of whinge about it. You know, it's like going to the confessional or something. I'm confessing my sin of being a big earner. I'm confessing my sins of earning a lot of money, and I want to do penance by making sure I pay my tax. And you know, and people that don't pay the tax, you know, they're evil people. People that try to avoid paying tax. They don't want to pay tax. They're evil, and I am so righteous because I pay my tax, and you know I'm a good person. But I mean, you know, I don't understand. I mean, obviously these people that don't want to pay tax, right? I actually understand these people because at the end of the day, if you're rich, right, and you've got a lot of money, you don't want to pay tax ultimately. You don't really want to, because the tax is your money that you're giving to the government. Now, obviously, if you're rich, you don't want your money, what you've earned as a rich person, generated, going to the government. You want to keep it for yourself and your family. So obviously, we want to pay less tax, obviously, if you're rich. So rich people that have got $1 billion or loads of money, they want to pay less tax. They don't want to pay more, even though they've got billions. They don't want to pay more tax. Just like me now, I'm working class. I'm not rich. I'm definitely not rich. But I've got a really mundane job, and I have to pay tax, you know what I mean? Even though I don't want to earn a lot of money, I'd have to pay tax. I don't want to pay tax. If I could get out of it, I definitely would get out of it. If someone said to me, you can legally not pay tax, I'm not going to say, no, I want to pay it. If you could legally get out of it, you do it, wouldn't you, if you had the means to do it. But anyway, there's another point what he makes here in the video. He says, he does like false equivalences as well. He sort of like does false equivalences in what he says, because it says it's going about billionaires. It's basically saying billionaires are villains because they've got billions, because of billionaires. You're automatically a villain if you've got £1 billion. You're automatically a villain if you've got $1 billion. That's what he's saying. In effect, really, that's what he's saying. So it's a way of making himself look good, isn't it? He's trying to say, don't look at me, divert attention from me, I've got 100 million, and look at these people that have got $1 billion. They're worse than me, they're billions. But I thought another point I made, if you watch the video when he's speaking, he talks about someone on benefits, and he mentions about somebody creaming off a few grand, to use his expression. Now, me personally, I am totally in favour of people having benefits if they physically can't work, they're unable to work for genuine reasons. I've not got a problem with that. You know, I've known people who have got mental health problems or they just physically can't work for whatever reason, and I agree that it's good for them to get help from the state if the state where they live, the laws, the country laws of the land, to get a payment from the state to help them to survive in the world. That's fine. But he's talking about people that uses the term creaming off a few grand, he says. So what he seems to be suggesting there is that people that do benefit fraud or benefit cheats, it's fine, because there's billionaires that are trying to cheat the taxman. So the billionaires that are trying to cheat the taxman illegally, obviously they're wrong. And if you try and illegally or get out of taxes, paying tax in an illegal way, in some illegal way, that's obviously wrong. But if it's illegal means, if you kind of come to the laws of the land, unless the laws change in some way, really you can't really say it's wrong, is it? If they've got millions of pounds and they want to save millions by employing somebody to make him save even more millions, what's wrong with that ultimately? If they are robbing people or doing something illegal, I don't agree with that, of course. So people that are on benefits, there's nothing wrong with it if you're on benefits, if you've got health issues, physical or mental, and you're on benefits, no problem at all. But he mentions as well in his comment, he says people on benefits, he says they're earning 800 quid a month. Well, if you're on benefits, you're not earning £800 a month, you're not earning anything. If you're on benefits, you don't earn anything, you're getting money without earning it. You're just getting paid from the state. So obviously he's talking rubbish there, isn't he? They're not earning, people that are on benefits, they're not earning either, they're just getting money from taxpayers. So ultimately, when it comes to people that are rich, rather than envy those people, I think it's better to work to better yourself instead of trying to put other people down. Because these people a lot of these people are rich or billionaires and all this. If you look into it and research into it, you'll find that a lot of these people, because of their activity, even though they're obviously they could be motivated by greed or wanting more and more, they actually help society as well, in the sense that they do create certain things, like they create wealth, for example, wealth creators. So even though there's people that are rich, they've got millions or billions, there's more to it than just saying, oh, he's a billionaire. Why is he a billionaire? What's he doing? What is he running a company? Is he creating jobs for people? Is he creating opportunities for people? He's a billionaire. He's a billionaire, like it's a sin or something. You know what I mean? It's the mentality that people have today, and they try to justify themselves and their actions, don't they? Very strange. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that video with you because I just think the modern mentality is weird. Anyway, what do you think? Do you agree with what I've said? Do you agree with Ricky? What do you think about what he said in the video? Give me your comments in the comment section in the video below in the video comment section. I'd love to hear your comments. And I appreciate all the support you've been giving me, the people that have been watching the videos and liking the videos and making comments. I really appreciate your comments, and I try and get to the comments, read through them, and I want to say thank you to all the people that made kind comments towards the channel and wish me success in the channel. And I really do appreciate that. It's really fantastic. Thank you very much. And I'm going to be making another video in the near future for you to watch and enjoy. But remember, the channel, if you can help me by liking this video and subscribing to the channel if you've not already done so, because I need as many people as possible to subscribe so that I can get to 1,000 subscribers. So that's my goal, trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.